Hello, everyone. Simulation Talk 297. TikTok is banned until the 11th, I think. The 9th or the 11th. So it's only going to be, unfortunately, TikTok is going to miss Live 300. Can't believe it. They're going to miss it, unfortunately. But it is what it is. And that's okay. I mean, we were kind of like shadow banned there for a while, I think, because it wasn't really climbing very well. So it's okay. What's up, Guru? Welcome everybody to the live. We'll wait for people to show up slowly. Is this the correct? Yes. This is the correct. What up, Ebony? Great to see everybody. Yeah, let me get closer to the mic so you guys can hear me okay. Oh, let me always turn on the light. I like the light amber feel. It's kind of cool. Today on the menu, strawberry matcha. You should open a boba place or something. It feels correct. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you. Let me turn this off. There we go. How are everyone doing tonight? Let's also start Discord in our notes. Long day. Long day. How are you guys doing today? A lot of energy today. Let's see. I'm trying to look at the discussion. All right. Stage is open on Discord. Daniel is right there. How are you, my brother? So good to see you. Simulation Talk 297 on its way. Slowly people are joining. Good morning, Nami. If you guys want to follow on Twitch, it's LaserX83 on Twitch. LaserX83 on Twitch. What's up, Dawn? Good morning. Where are you at, Nami? That's morning for you. Waiting for enlightenment. Beautiful. That's a good thing to be waiting for. On. Amsterdam. Beautiful. First coffee. Is it some kind of infused coffee or something? Look at my hair going nuts. What's up, Freeman? Okay, so we'll see what we can. Waiting through, nice. Let's see what we can pick up on. What conversations we can address today. Wow. The absurdity on the internet sometimes. That exists, by the way. There's nothing really. Wait, is this real? This can't be real. If this is real, this is amazing. It's like this enormous. What is it called? The thing you play like this with the drum, just like a giant one. I bet you it's AI. Casey, how are you, brother? Oh, here you are. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah,
How you doing, brother?
good. I gotta figure out which one to mute.
YouTube, mute YouTube. This is the primary. If you are on this,
Sounds clear.
sounds perfect.
Okay, cool. Hi.
How you doing, man?
It's good. Our show's over. I'm back. I'm just kicking it.
Oh yeah, you were telling me a little bit about the show.
Well, it's a 60 straight days. So it's a long haul, but it's an amazing art show. Super cool. Most amazing experiences and all that good stuff. Made a bunch of money. But it's in yeah, just some great cool people come through there and have some amazing conversations and yeah, whole deal.
And where were the shows? All in
Laguna Academy.
What? Sorry.
In Laguna.
Oh, all in Laguna. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good place to have a show.
So just randomly, I had the universe drop on me a ridiculous thing of kitty.
A cat?
And no, the other kind.
Huh?
Like king.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been exploring that one lately. It's interesting.
Oh, you've never done it before?
Not really like this. Not when it's
Got
free,
it.
you know?
Yeah, it's an interesting one for sure. It goes deep, man.
Yeah, it's trippy.
That's the correct description. Also, really works well with DMT.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, that'll take you pretty deep. You can go into time warps. You can go into
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. These are wild. You end up before you started. It's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're exploring it, man. Yeah, I used to be a diver. I would go in, man, like for hours. You know what's? I don't know if you did you find it in powder form?
Yeah.
See if you can get your hands on medical grade lozenges,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Interesting.
Bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, yeah. And it's relatively easy to get. It's just kind of like how marijuana used to be. So
Yeah.
you just say, "Hey, anxiety, whatever." They give you it's just literally like a pack of gum. Each one is a gram. You take one. Here's the homework for you. It's very fun homework. You take one, and you sit and you watch Midnight Gospel with what's
Love that show.
yeah, but watch it on one lozenge. Dude,
I can feel and see it from here.
dude, it's what's up. You're like, oh my god. Oh man, I'm envious. You know the whole thing with the bladder and all, right? So got to be careful there.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Got to be careful. It does happen, and it sucks. if it happens. Yeah. But and it doesn't like if it happens once or twice, it will go away. But it can become chronicle, so you gotta like measure it.
What is this you speak of?
It can create inflammation in the bladder, and it can cause like very long lasting like it can last for a long time if that happens. So you can usually it doesn't happen right away. So like you might feel it, like if you do it for a while a lot, you might feel it. It's kind of like very uncomfortable. It's kind of like you're like irritated and bloated, like right between or right above your private area. And then if you keep doing it, I know somebody who this happened to them. It can last for years. So yeah, so you got to be careful. Yeah. The second, if you feel it one time, stop for a while. Stop for like a year. Yeah. So just so you know.
Always got to moderate. Definitely.
Yeah. Got to moderate. On the other hand, these lozenges meant.
When you do the podcast, do you have the audio syncs different with Discord? Which screen do you plug in?
No, so StreamYard is what I'm using to stream to different platforms. It will be it has the delay. Discord is real time. So if you're muted, like if you have YouTube on and Discord on, you'll see that you're about 10 seconds late on YouTube. Why? Do you not hear me well? Huh? Baby is great. Wait, but you don't hear me very well, or?
No, it's just like the visual. I'm the visual person, so they took about 10 seconds off from our audio. So
yeah, that's why when you jump on, well, look, it's better than typing away on YouTube. Like it's easier.
But you're not on TikTok right now.
No, they blocked us till the 11th.
No.
Till the 9th. Yeah. No, they said like a complete like and no, I mean it's okay. Like there was not a lot of listeners there. I don't know why, but there was for a while now. There's not a lot of listeners, so it seems like it doesn't really. They will balance out because I did like 8 of them on TikTok or 9 or whatever before I started doing them on YouTube as well. So now it's gonna rebalance, but TikTok is gonna lose. Is gonna miss number 300. Sorry, if you guys are on TikTok, you gotta come. You gotta go on YouTube. Okay.
All right. You're not coming out to the West Coast at all, are you?
I'm sure I will be at some point, but I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah,
What's up, Entropy?
I'll kiss your kid.
Talking about Special K cereal, baby. Dawn is saying, I still want AI to see the code. Maybe use photonic sensors tech in Pythons. Like I said, I love you guys. You guys are crazy. Triggers involuntary urination. No, not that I know of. Maybe, but no, just inflammation in the urinary tract and the bladder. It's very uncomfortable. So I learned that Special K cereal is where I learned. Wait, I think you wrote it while being on K, by the way. Special K, this is what the sentence says. Special K cereal is where I learned RT the men upstairs.
LOL.
Entropy Lab. Oh, yeah, Nico, that's you. Nico banned us from TikTok by talking about his OnlyFans. Dude, you at least now you have to start a real OnlyFans, so it's worth it. Like, yeah, now you actually have to. And what's going to be your handle? Entropy Labs. Okay, so something has to do with science and sexual activity. What would that be?
Yeah. So let me go there.
No, now we can say whatever.
Causality thing.
Feynman 69. Causality thing? Okay.
Professor did the test. Yeah, everybody take the test. And then afterwards, he gave them the answers. And they were taking again with the answers. And then they do the math. Those that check the chats again with the answers in the future.
Oh yeah. So I didn't watch it today. I was like slammed from dawn till dusk. Like I did not have 1 second for anything. Literally, like, close friends were like texting me. I just ignored everybody. I couldn't look at anything. So I'm gonna still look at it. But please explain to me again, because what I asked you before we jumped off was how exactly did the test scores change retroactively? I don't understand. What is the what does that mean even?
I'll have to pull it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't watch it yet. Is it long?
No, it's not long, but it's just the gist of it. But you don't want the gist; you want the specifics.
Of course.
Specifics.
No, I need to understand how this works. But also, by the way, I just want to mention this feels a lot smoother and freer, truly, because I just realized that I'm always like always looking over and also capping myself because of TikTok. Like it's like I'm being super careful with what I'm saying, and it's the flow is different. Like I
totally Discord rocks so hard.
Dude, no, I mean YouTube. Well, just like everything else, really, but TikTok. TikTok is crazy, dude. Somebody on the chat. It wasn't even my voice, right? Somebody said the words OnlyFans, and they banned me for a week. That is bananas. Like no, like, oh, it's the words. That's it. It's like, wait, like we can't make jokes or like context or anything, or like this is like crazy censorship. It's bananas. Fine man. There you go. That's Nico's OnlyFans handle. Fine man.
69.
Fine man 69, baby. All right. Nico, do it, man. What? Yeah, TikTok is too sensitive. I saw your alert on okay, great. I'm glad that you did. Okay, let's see what we can get into. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Also, let me actually pull it up so I don't forget. It's a good thing you reminded me. It's getting wild. It's getting wild and busy. History. What? What is this? Huh? There's like clips that I haven't watched that I'm like, I wonder if somebody.
Yeah, I want to thank Nico for that pseudo command.
It's a what?
With my AI. He posted something in Discord that deleted everything.
Deleted what? Huh?
It's not.
The what?
It's like one of those things where he's like, hey, try this with your, try this command. And I searched it and it's like, oh yeah, this will delete all your directories. Like,
Hey, hey, Nico, are you trying to cancel all of us from some? Are you CIA? Nico, are you CIA? Are you trying to gently delete all of us from everything? Hold on. I'm looking for the clip. I don't see it. Can you resend it, please?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Hold on. Maybe I just texted it to myself. Maybe I just texted it to myself. Let's see. Did I text it to myself?
So you're still like the base stream is through YouTube, or is it like?
Yeah. This is we're just using Discord. We're just using Discord to communicate verbally, like audibly.
Okay, cool. So all videos.
Yeah. No. It's definitely always YouTube. I want to write a script with all the wrong words in one statement. That's my next goal. Carlin did this on stage. What is it? The 7 words you're not supposed to say? Shit ass fuck what something. I don't remember what it was. But basically he would jump on stage and say all the words that were illegal to say, and then he would get arrested in his own show. It's crazy. And we're getting back to this, apparently. Apparently in the UK, it's getting insane. People are like arrested every day for things they say online. Just what? Oh man, I could. If there was ever a time that I was extra happy to be in America, so what's going on? No, I can't. I can't see it. You gotta have to resend it, brother.
Yeah.
Joe Hars, the traditional songs. Trying to put target. Huh? Okay, what do you guys have any interesting questions or something we can bite on? Again, quick reminder, if you guys want to follow from Twitch, it'll be LaserX83 on Twitch. And also don't forget to visit our website, codeofreality.com, and all the other stuff, including Discord and all the messages that Guru shared. Thank you so much, Guru, and thank you so much, Ebony. Boom. LaserX83 and codeofreality.com is the website. Yeah, can't. I tried to find it, couldn't find it. If you can resend, that would be awesome. Wait, did you put it in the chat here yesterday? Oh, there it is. You don't have to do anything. It's right here. That it saves it. It's a minute and a half. I don't want to play it on the live because they're gonna bump us off. But let me just watch like 20 seconds of this to get the gist. Wait, can you guys hear this? I think Discord can hear this, right? Yeah, but can YouTube?
Can hear it, yeah.
Can YouTube hear this? Hope not. What's up, Terry? All right, I'm gonna assume you guys can't, which is good. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna comment on this in a moment, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, okay. So basically, it says read my book. Yeah. So I mean, all right. That tells us nothing. No, I know you can hear me. It was a clip that I was playing, and I hope you couldn't hear that because then they're gonna, bump us off the air or whatever. Anyways, it was supposed to be somebody who claims that he has proof or some good explanation of backwards causation of time, which again is a coherent idea in physics, but I didn't hear him demonstrating it. He basically just said he has a chapter in the book about it. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to extract that part of the chapter right now.
Well, here's the beauty of ChatGPT. Check this out. Mitch Horowitz, right? So what you do?
Yeah, Mitch Horowitz.
There you go. So what you do is you go to ChatGPT.
And it was the Cornell psychologist Daryl Bam, DEM.
According to Mitch Horowitz, in short, in 2 sentences, tell me how he says backwards time causation works. Okay, here we go.
Awesome.
What if we just loop in time when I ask this? This is the secret. Ta la 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 la. Let's see. Still thinking. Retrocausality, baby. Cornell psychologist Daryl J. Bam and his retroactive facilitation of recall experiments in feeling the future. 2011, in 2 studies, people first did a surprise recall test of 8 words. Only after that test did the computer randomly pick half the words for participants to practice. Result: participants recalled more of the words they would later practice than the. Well, that's one assumption of what happens. But you're gonna need, in order to prove something like this, you're gonna need something very aggressively robust. How many people did they test?
As I recall, he did it with thousands of students.
Thousands of students. That's a lot of students. Let's see. Oh, the other speaker is very quiet. If dance volume is low. Yeah, maybe, I don't know why that happens on Speak Now, Casey?
Hi, how's it going? Pretty quiet?
Was it still quiet after I muted myself? He says, focused intention. Imaginal work with real emotional charge doesn't just push events forward, it writes your preferences backwards through the chain of probability, subtly arranging earlier conditions so the desired outcome appears as if it had been there all along. He frames this as a selection effect allowed by quantum mechanics. Actions in a perceived future can be backwards causative in the present, so retrocausality isn't ruled by the one-way arrow of time. So to me, it sounds like too convoluted of an explanation. To me, a much more likely explanation is that it doesn't need to go back to then appear as if it always existed. It just then becomes as if it's always existed. You don't need to go back for that. So what I've seen in hyperspace is that they can they can change things. You don't even have to blink. Like during your saccades, so when you're moving your eyes, in between, you know how you're just blind? It's constructed that way. They can move objects. They can change things. They can make things as if it was always there. You can put another person and just convince you that person was always there. They can do this like this. You don't need to go back for this.
Yeah, they don't, but as far as like what we can do.
No, I'm saying that would be the mechanism by which I think this would be happening. So like you might be rewriting it in real time. You don't need to go back for that unless you have some technical reason for that, and I don't think you need one. I think it just sounds fancy. But again, I haven't read the book, so
yeah, it's interesting.
It's easier to just rewrite it in real time. Why do you even need to go back for anything?
This is talking about going forward.
No, it says.
I don't know. I guess convoluted.
No, I'm saying in the statement that ChatGPT just made, saying what Horowitz thinks, he said that that's what he's saying, that it goes back in time to make it seem like it always existed. But I'm saying, okay, well, why can't you just postulate that the world is simulation or not simulation? The world is just updating the events in real time. Like in real time, it now appears as if it always was.
Well, wouldn't you so it would have to go back to get everything sorted.
Why?
Like this. Well, because let me think about this. Why would that have to be? You
would never access it again, so you can never know.
Yeah, I mean, there's not I think I'm probably way off on this simpleton terms, but like what Nico was saying yesterday was like, okay, he's got one reality he's going to work with.
Okay.
And what were you guys calling it? The mathematical artifacts.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. So that's happening in the quantum realm, the artifacts. Would that be correct?
Yeah, he's saying that he believes that these worlds are just mathematical artifacts, as in saying that they're not actually real.
Yeah, and so that
Well, that's the question. But no, but that's the question. That's the question. That's the question.
Like fill in the past.
But no, but that was the question. That was the question. The question is are they out there?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah, are they out there? That's the question. I think they are there, but I don't think you need this whole process of going back, because I think in terms of just how this would work, it would complicate so many things. Like people kind of, again, it's a difficult conversation to have, because these are untestable. Not just these are ideas you can't even test. Like you can't test this, right? Because you say,
yeah.
because you can say whatever. You can say ideas like you are writing reality as you go, or you go back to the past, and like you can't test this. So you can say whatever you want. But if I have to pick between the two, then it's a much more straightforward one to say, well, right now it's updating your belief about what was. So it has to change one thing, which is your parameters in your brain, versus changing actual timelines of things that happened. If that would be the case, every single being everywhere in existence all the time constantly would be rewriting everything forward, backward. It's like this is madness. Instead of just like you have your perception and that perception can change, it will be so much easier, so much more efficient, and less work. And the universe definitely follows less work. So it's so much easier to just change one parameter, which is one perceptual field, instead of changing entire worlds because you had strong emotions about it.
So I'm not going to derail the conversation or anything, but just as a thought thing, do you believe there's an afterlife?
Well, I think the short answer is yes. Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's in the form that we imagine it.
But death is not an end.
An end of you, yeah.
But something does continue on.
Yeah, but that something is not you.
Is there a way to describe what that something is?
I guess you can describe it in many ways, but I don't think it's perceivable for beings like ourselves, because it's a unified field.
It's just not lights out.
Yeah, I think you just go back to being the unified field. So, and the truth is that this is where it's a little bit, the word I'm looking for is, I guess, trappy, because I think that ultimately that part doesn't really matter. I think that talking about it in terms of just interesting, that's fine, but it doesn't really do anything. Like, I mean, maybe it's doing something to people because it makes it easier for them to live or whatever. But here's the simple truth that I can say with, I think it's the only thing I can say with 100% certainty in this world. I know that no one knows. That I know with 100% certainty. Not me, not you, not anyone who claims they do. No one knows. That I know for sure. We're all guessing, and I think that the only way to substantiate everybody's guesswork is to try things, test them. Again, you know my spiel about it. It's the scientific method.
So even with all of your experiences with the molecule and all the things you've seen, and do you feel that those are happening in the same field? Like
the same field that happens after that happens after death, you mean?
Where we would go once this lights out the human one?
You mean, are you asking if everything that's happening in the hyperspace with DMT is the same space that where we go after we die?
Yeah, similar. Yeah, similar.
No idea. No idea. My knee jerk. I know that it doesn't feel that way to me. It doesn't feel that way to me. I think my actually, it's funny. I had this thought today, but I want to see. This is where it's the reason it's difficult is because the more right now, again, the channel is still relatively small, but I'm trying to get in the habit of trying to steer conversations towards things that I know would actually do something fruitful. My intuition is one that renders everybody wrong, but I don't think it matters. So, like, because I think that there's two modes of operation. One of them is what in fact is going on. The other one is what kind of work, what we think is going on, doing, which allows us to take the next step. I can conceive of a world in which, if we actually are aware of what in fact is going on, we become incapable of acting. We can no longer take the next step. And because I'm not really sure where the bounds of this thing is, so right now, while the channel is still not that big, I might allow myself to kind of go there. But I think that if I have right now 5,000 people listening, I don't think I would go there. I think it's semi-irresponsible. Me personally, my experience so far is that literally no one in the history of Earth ever truly understood what is actually going on. No one. And yes, I mean everybody who ever lived. No one ever got it. Including, by the way, I'm not claiming I did. But my perception of the whole thing, when I'm truly placing myself, like looking at the thing, and I'm really looking at it without like all my, ideas, dude, what? I have no idea. Like, I don't think you can know. Like, it's too crazy. Like, but it just doesn't feel like anything I've ever heard from anyone.
Yeah,
Not religious, not mysterious.
You can expand your awareness, the more you can affect the here and now is pretty true.
I think truly that we're just kind of guessing the next step, and that's the best we can do. But I really, if I have to go by my instinct, by my intuition of like how it feels, it does not feel like that. It does not. It feels super future technology. I've never once. No, that's not true. One time I had an experience that I guess I can fold it into the religious aspect. But aside from that, it's all just boing, like just like craziness of the future. Just like how does anyone claim to like know anything with certainty there? I have no idea.
Yeah, as far as even the things you do here, like, oh wow, this the ancient traditions, they know, but still. They don't know.
Yeah, no, and somebody's asking. Yeah, this is why I said it's so hard to talk about, because you always have these competing. Because like somebody said, what about Jesus? So like from the frame of what I just said, no one, not him, not Buddha, not no one. I think that it's too crazy. It's just too crazy. So, but I did have that vision that I always talk about, right? That I saw from the side about Jesus and that whole thing. I saw that. I saw that. So that was shown to me that that's happening. That's real. But when you ask me what is the core of what is it really? That's a separate question.
Yeah.
Because what they showed me is still kind of like, they know that that's kind of like how we think of it, right? If we're talking about the real thing, no, man. The real thing? Oh, no. I don't think they know. Really? Like, it's so bonkers that I don't think they know. Yeah, too crazy is like literally imagine that the highest possible civilization that can ever exist, even in principle, they got to the top of whatever it is that you can get to, and they have this same question mark you do. That's too crazy. They're like,
and that's what allows everything to happen, perhaps,
Yeah, it's like the final question, I guess. The most, there's a lot of ideas that make sense, right? The whole God is a unified consciousness that allows things to re-merge with it after you travel the existence, asking the questions, and you come up with some kind of a imprint of something that is valuable to God, and you become part of the imprint. But in order to come back into the imprint, you have to be pure. All of these things make sense. right? The reckoning is basically that process. It makes sense, but again, that's a separate question of if you're asking what is it really. I think that's always a separate question.
It's like, trying to describe something, do you know how it feels to exist as a tetrahedron?
Yeah.
Like, no, you
Y-
don't.
y- It's
They do exist, and we have no idea what it's like.
the coolest idea I've ever had about this, and I don't know if it's just some concomitant of like other ideas that I've heard, or like it's something that but I really like this. Just philosophically, it's neat. That basically, if you would be this ultimate being that wants to play the ultimate game, the ultimate game would be make all the moves that are possible at all, and this is where people get into they can't like it. I voiced this before on the live, and I think people just don't allow this to detonate in their minds to understand exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying everything is possible. So like you can't. There's no more nothing possible after that. So like everything that could happen in all the possible variations happened. So you play the infinite game, and you allow everything that could possibly happen forever, and somehow it still ends up in a moment that is in some finite God time, and you get to the end of this, and the ultimate point is now that everything was done, said, experienced, all of it. There's nothing else that is possible that is not a repetition of what already happened in some form. Then what do you do?
That's right.
That's to me is like the ultimate move. Okay, now what? What's the next move? There's no answer to this, obviously, but like think about this for a second. Just allow yourself to be a little bit in that space of like imagining what that would be like to kind of. Or another version of this is everything collected itself fully into the ultimate answer or question or whatever, and it sits in this beautiful ornamented crystal container.
Exactly.
And then you ask yourself, will I open it? Like, do I want to know? I can know right now. Will I choose to know? That's another kind of like a wild one.
Yeah, another question posed to me one night, and we had tapes, cassette tapes, and the person posed that question to me like, "What would you, after all that, what would you want? What would you ask?" And I was just like, stumped, like,
yeah,
I couldn't say anything.
You just be. That's the Buddhistic answer. You just be. And by the way, this you see what I mean? See, this is so fun. Yeah.
On the tape, there was a cacophony of birds just chirping like we're in a forest flooded with birds in the background that appeared on the tape for some reason. I was like, wow, wild.
Look how fun this is. This is exactly what I mean. Like look what Don is saying. By the way, thank you for contributing and participating, guys. This is fun. So Don is saying, then upgrade, forget again. You can't. This was done. That's what I'm saying. This move of playing the infinite game forever includes playing another game that already felt infinite, and then at the end of that one, you chose to upgrade to some other thing, or you chose to forget again. That already happened. It is included in all the things that ever happened. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing else. There's literally nowhere else to go. Nowhere. There's nowhere else. There's nothing. There's no sequence. There's no decision. There's no experience. There's no tweak of an emotion in an instance of an existence. Nothing that did not happen. That's what I'm talking about. So you ask me, what do I mean by too crazy? That's too crazy. That think about how insane that is. And now you still have to make a decision. You know everything. Oh man.
Danny, I'm so sorry, dude.
About what?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, now you can say it. No, no. I truly, it feels. It's actually. I think you gifted us something. I think you gifted us the understanding that with TikTok is a lot more limited. It feels a lot more limited.
When I come on Discord to talk, I do feel free, but I totally forgot that like when I'm on TikTok, I'm very well behaved. I don't make jokes about that and stuff. So
It's all good. Again, yeah, we can read it, Yoni. No, but you're making assumptions. You're making assumptions about what God. This is a game. This is a thought experiment. So in the thought experiment, I'm defining the state as one in which God decided that by the time he or she arrives at that moment where truly everything was done, he or she does not have the choice. God did not leave itself that choice anymore. That's exactly the point. It played the ultimate game. It set it up in such a way that God cannot go back on himself or herself. That is the thought experiment. So you can, we're not talking about what it really is happening. I'm saying in the thought experiment, the situation is such that whomever it is that is the ultimate being cannot go back on themselves. Cannot. They defined it that way. There's nowhere to go. And notice that your brain can't even entertain that state. You're resisting it at your peril. Like you have to say things that would like you're so uncomfortable that you have to say things to say no, but God, we're not like no. There is no out. That's what I'm saying. This makes people so uncomfortable. I'm late as usual, or fashionably, right on time. Yeah, that's the definition of the game. That there is nothing else you can do. What's up, Guillermo? Guillaume. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a cool name. Can somebody help me? I know I already asked you this before, but I forgot. Guillermo? Guillermo?
No, Guillaume.
Guillaume. Guillaume.
Guillaume.
That is so cool. I like that name. Fine Man 69, baby. Nico, you gotta create it. And your profile picture is like a Feynman diagram with like a dildo in the middle or something. It's like a wiggly dildo.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do it.
Yo. I bet you're gonna make a lot of money, man. You're gonna quit AI.
I don't think the market works that way for men. I think it's the other way around, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Casey, do you know something I don't?
Yes. I'm not gonna go there right now, but yeah.
And Casey, do you have an account? Are you a millionaire?
No, but I just know. Whatever. Don't you dare.
Hey, it's all art. We're all just organic matter. There's no judgment.
What was the name of that artist, Casey? The one that measured the shot 51 or whatever. The one that took snapshots of his himself coming. What was the name of it? Like you don't know this? This is like a famous art piece where he shot. I forget who it was, but you can look it up. I forget the name. But he basically took a bunch of shots of himself ejaculating with a camera from the side, and then the one that he liked, the way it flew out, that was the number of the shot, and I think it's like shot 51 or something, whatever. That's the name of the art piece.
Oh my God.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than a banana stuck to a wall. I mean, Guillaume, thank you. What were you saying?
So I saw this meme of Interstellar, the movie Interstellar, where they're on the water world, and then they kind of get back to the spaceship 2 hours later, and for the guy it was 22 years.
60 years, I think, or something. No?
I think it was 20. I think it was 22 years.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So, because I think 1 second on this planet is 1 day on Earth.
Okay.
But anyways, what it got me thinking of is we think in our part of the universe, we think that 4.6 billion years to get to this point is like, it's like a really long time. But I'm almost wondering if it's like completely arbitrary and like essentially instantaneous in the grand scheme of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what is the point though? 23 years, you were right, by the way.
Yeah, it was like 23 years. No, but I guess the point is like this idea that we arose, this idea that the universe arose over some small perturbation in this state of the universe of like, you know, this condensed state of some sort, right? It almost like, you know, there's this like interesting concept of like, okay, did the universe try every permutation and then one of them just resulted in all of this, right? And that is what we are trying to figure out today, which is like an impossible to understand thing, right? Not even a civilization that's 1 billion years old could comprehend that, right? In theory. I don't know if that's true or not, but what I'm wondering of is like, it's almost like what I'm trying to say, I guess, is like infinity almost feels arbitrary because it's all relative to like infinity in the early state of the universe can literally be, I guess maybe the concept of time it doesn't exist at that state, but maybe it's like what we would perceive to be a second, you know, maybe it's because for me, infinity feels impossible. I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm really stumbling really hard right now. I can't find my footing right now. This is a very hard concept, but I'm trying to say.
Yeah, infinity would break your brain. Just that's for sure. What'd you say? I think
I said maybe it's trivial. Maybe it just, you know, like
it's only trivial if you stop asking the question.
Improbable.
No. It's only trivial if you stop asking the question. So I mean, this is why I always say, what is the horizon of relevance? Is it? Are we talking about this right now just because it's interesting? Then great. Are we talking about this because you think it's informing something in your day to day? No. I happen to live there. That's why I live. That's my house. I live at 678 42 corner of what's outside of existence. That's my address. I've been there since I was born. So right now you're in my house. But for most people, it just breaks their brain. Not in terms of it's not relevant. I can do this forever. I feel home with this question. I realized very quickly throughout my life that that's not where people feel comfortable. They say they do. They say, "Oh, I love to talk about infinities and space." You talk to them after 5 minutes, they're like their eyes are glazing over and like they're rolling into their own brains. I live here, so that's my relevance. I don't know what relevance other people find in it, to be quite honest, unless it's like naturally coming to them. But I thought about this my whole life. Infinity is as arbitrary as nothing. But at the same time, it's either everything from nothing or it's infinite. There's no other options. And then people like to be like, no, but it can be everything and nothing also. No, it can't. That's not a thing. So like what you want to say is that maybe it oscillates between everything and nothing. Or maybe it exists in multiple states at once. Is that what you mean to say? Sure, but that's not the same as saying that it is everything and nothing. There's a progress. The reason that it's always there, and you know it's there because you know something is happening. You don't need a grant, you don't need a study, you don't need anything. You know something's happening and it has some coherence. That's all you need to know to establish in full that something is going on. And because anything at all is going on, at all, doesn't matter what is going on, just anything at all, it automatically tells you that there's some state of affairs to everything, whatever it might be. That's what I keep going back to is the container problem. That I don't hear ever anybody actually grappling with. People go on these infinite quests with the expectation to somehow get there, never realizing they never ask themselves, where is there? What are they trying to get to? To me, it's clear. If the answer will ever be apparent to anything, maybe the universe does contain a moment in which everything knows everything. It's not precluded from what can be. But if that happens, there will be a criteria to this moment of this expression of knowledge of everything. And one of the criteria that must be in place and cannot not be there is that somehow this whole thing, everything, somehow it either always existed, which will break your brain, and it technically is like, what? Or it came from nothing, which is what? What do you mean nothing? Like it just they're both infinite rabbit holes of inability to perceive. And yet, here it is. That's what I mean by the universe is an impossible object that exists. It's literally impossible. And yet it's here. That's the universe is the biggest mindfuck that ever existed. It's my favorite line in the beginning of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which he starts with in the beginning something about in the beginning the universe was created, which was considered by many as a really bad idea. Also, Bad Daddy joined the conversation right when we were talking about OnlyFans, so it was proper. Health Plan, which is a great handle, saying, since my Monroe Institute out of body and download, I'm fully convinced that consciousness is connected to the phenomena or same. I mean, obviously, we agree there. Terra Destroyer is saying, my boyfriend's testicles were bitten off by a camel recently. Should I marry him when he wakes up from his coma, or marry his identical twin brother whose testicles are in pretty good shape? You should marry the camel, I think. 7 years ago, my parents were eaten by pygmy cannibals, and I have never forgotten it. So you should actually marry the camel, and you should have a pygmy cannibal marry you guys. That's my vote.
As long as it doesn't mess with his pan level career, he'll be okay.
Man, you have trolls in the chat. That's crazy.
The what?
Sounds like you have trolls.
Trolls on the internet? I don't think they allow those on the internet.
What?
I don't think they have them. I think they stopped them in 2014. Miller Planet was nearby.
The UK, they probably don't have any trolls, huh?
Yeah, because they're getting arrested every day. This is so wild that that's real. I thought it was just like fake news. I looked it up. It's real. It's real. You can get arrested in the UK for saying shit online. They will show up at your door and will take you to prison, take you to jail. This happens every day. I looked it up. Look it up. This is real.
Oh, you mean like the guy from Nika?
No. Well, obviously, there's all kinds of things, but first of all, it doesn't matter. First of all, unless you're inciting violence, but also, no, on like really like very, very banal things. Like this guy was arrested because he was yelling at somebody that he likes bacon out. It was outdoors. It wasn't online, but he got arrested. This is crazy. This I was convinced this is fake news. Go look it up. This is real. I saw it happening.
For yelling, he likes bacon?
He yelled it at a Muslim person.
Oh, I got you.
Wait. Now you understand it? What? He was on the street and just like a kid that said, "We love bacon," and he would have got arrested by the police. Possible to see that the molecule so far, only a few people claim this. Don't from same planet as you. Well, I'm glad to hear.
Like in the UK, it was illegal to be gay up until the 70s, I think. They're tough.
Dude, what are they doing? I don't know. Reading through the comments. Can make person more probable to see it? Yeah, it seems that that's some people are reporting this. Health Plan is saying 100% real about the UK.
Oh, I'm a little late to the game because I was away, but I loved your interview with Gallimore. That was so good.
What did you? Sorry, what?
You and Gallimore. You know, the live thing. You know.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, he's coming around, and we have a really fun conversation that nobody saw before because it's going to be in the movie that we shot in LA. That was a really good one. We're releasing it in full when.
It's so cool watching. Yeah, seeing this all come together. Yeah, definitely.
Eventually, it all happens, man. Is it possible the code is bleed through from the system running the simulation? Does that happen in programs? There's signs of the OS or machine of any kind? That's a good question that I posed to Melvin once, actually, to Melvin Vopson. I don't think it's a bleed through because I think it would not be symbols if it would not be supposed to be seen by someone. It wouldn't be symbols. Why would it be symbols? It would be just random wiggles of some sort that beings inside the simulations would never recognize as, if it's made from something that beings can recognize, there's a reason for that. Bad Daddy saying you might have experienced it. Yeah, so a lot of people report code, but the specificity of the code with the laser is what makes it stand out. Bad Daddy, if that answers your question. It's so HD that it's just undeniable. It's just right there. We do have drawings, Bad Daddy, on Discord. Come join our Discord and you can see some of these renderings. If you join Discord, you can find the link to it in the main YouTube page. Third link from the top. I don't think it's ancient language. I don't think it's... I don't know what it is. I have no idea if it's language. I don't know if it's code. We don't know the first thing about it. We don't even know what that structure is, which is still to be answered. Why would they be scared to look? What if it's real? You just got to come to terms with what's real, right? All right. Oh, yeah. So I think we've completed an hour, and I think I will have to jump off because it's midnight. Appreciate you guys. Nico, Casey, love you guys. Thank you so much for joining.
Love you too.
Yeah, if you guys want to follow me across platforms, it's Danny Goller on TikTok and Instagram. It's Goller Danny on X. It's LaserX83 on Twitch and Dango Thoughts on YouTube. DANGO Thoughts on YouTube. You can join the membership program on YouTube. I highly recommend it because it gives you early access to all my content, weekly access to my weekly lives for members only, which are a lot of fun because we dive much deeper into all kinds of topics and we don't have restrictions in terms of legality, so we can watch all kinds of things together. And if you sign up for the second tier and up, you will get access to my Zoom calls once a month. Just make sure you email me to lasersimulationx@gmail.com if you sign up for that, so I can email you an invite for the next Zoom call. If you still want to donate to the film, you can do so. You can find the link to the trailer to the movie The Discovery on my YouTube channel, Dango Thoughts. In the description, you have the GoFundMe page where you can donate to the film. If you are very generous and it's not a problem for you, if you donate over $1,000, you will be you will be the first person You'll be among the group of the people who will be the first people to see the movie on the planet. There you go. I got it for the first time correctly. You see the movie for the first time ever. I think it's pretty cool. If not, you will definitely see the film. We'll still put it out. Of course, everybody's going to see it. You can check out our website, codeofreality.com. We have the merch. You have the lasers and the protocol and everything else. And please come join our Discord community. We have a beautiful growing community on Discord. The link to which you can find right here, right now in the description if you're on the live. And if you're not on the live, you can find it in the main page on YouTube, the third link from the top in my socials. Appreciate you guys. I want to say deep thank you to our incredible moderators, Guru and Ebony and Chris and Jessica. Thank you so much for always being on top of it. Guru, you're the man. Ebony, thank you so much for always being with us. And I want to, of course, acknowledge the audience itself, from the older listeners to the newer listeners. This would be just me talking to myself without you guys. So thank you so much for always being here, participating, asking questions, and engaging and being respectful and loving. It feels very fulfilling. Terry, love you, brother. And have a good night, everyone. Ciao.